Welcome to jQuery video series, and this is part 80, and today we are going to look into the wrapinner function. This is quite an opposite of wrap. So before I jump into the code, I assume that you having the jQuery file with you into your project, and you have added the reference of that into your head section, and you have also written some code in order to execute our jQuery instruction. Right. So before moving further, let's look at the markup first. So you can see I have an h2 tag here. I got two p tags and they have alone class to it. What it means is I have written some CSS, which is pretty simple. What it does is once it encounters this p tag, it marks its border as 5 pixel in size and the color as black. So if I run this thing, so you can see those are the tags. So again, these tags were marked as 5 pixel black because they're having the class alone, and this one is also marked as black because it is having a class alone, and in the end this one is marked as blue because it is having a class blue. Okay, so now we understand the markup and the CSS. Now let's talk about the wrapinner. What wrapinner does is it wraps the HTML around the content of each of the set of matching elements. So what I'm saying over here is, hey jQuery, first go across the DOM, find all the p tags who has the alone class attached to it. So jQuery find these three elements, 1, 2, and 3, and now wrap something inside these elements. So within this I'm going to wrap something. So now this has become a wrapper and this has become a chocolate. So what you want to wrap inside is an HTML element, which is nothing but this div. So once I'm going to run this thing, you will see within this p tag I will see this div tag, and the content of this p tag will be given to this div tag. Right. So at present what you can see over here is, if I inspect the element, you can see I have the p tag and the class is alone and the content belongs to p tag. Right. So now if I go here and save this thing and make this thing on, and if I do the refresh now, so you will see the change. What you will see is, you will see the p class as a parent now, and the div is wrapped inside of that. And initially the content used to belong to this p tag. Now it belongs to div element. So you got the idea, right? So this is pretty simple. You understand how to write it. In all the cases in wrap, what we saw was this element got wrapped inside this element, but this is wrap inner. So basically what you're telling over here is that this element will be a wrapper and this element will be a chocolate. Right. So I hope you got the idea. All right. So up next, this is over. So up next we are going to start with the insertion inside. So far what we have looked at the insertion around the element. Right. So now next we will look inside the element. All right. So I hope to see you there, and thank you for listening and thank you for your time on this.